Greetings YouTubers, Biker Bytes here, and I'm out here with Gizmo's Adventures, and we are in spooky pine forest here. Barry has driven his car up this track, risking life and limb, bushwhacking his way through. Look at that. We just got here, we're about to set up camp. This is what we came up. This is what we came up in. So we found a nice little spot. Barry's just setting up his camera gear. Nice little spot. Hopefully there's not going to be any bikers or four-wheel drivers coming up. So it should be nice and quiet. Certainly looks quiet. Doesn't look like it's a track that's been used for a long time, so it should be good. So the idea is we're going to spend the night here and have some fun out in the wilds, doing what we like, a bit of stealth camping. So stick around. Okay, so we found a place to call home for the night. Just a bit of a clearing here, with a very soft, loose soil floor covered in pine needles. So I'm probably going to go over there. Barry's going to go over there. He's just gone off to get the esky. Yes, I've got a couple of beers tonight. Yum, yum. And on the menu is the usual cuisine. Heinz big and chunky, salami, cheese, porridge for breakfast. Nothing fancy. No fires here tonight. It's tinder dry, so we don't want to be causing any bushfires. And it's plenty warm enough. It's really warm. It's quite humid actually, and you can tell the clouds. It's a bit overcast one side and blue the other. But I think it will pass. There's no forecast for rain, so it should be good. And yeah, all that is remaining to be done is to be, can't even speak right, I'm so excited, is to get set up. I was going to bring my hammock, but I chickened out because I've never slept in a hammock before, and I didn't want to risk a night out in the hammock and not get it right and have a very rough, uncomfortable night. So I've opted for the little tent. Nice safe option, but next time I shall bring the hammock, because there's good spots here, so maybe bring the tent as a backup as well in case things don't work out. So okay, time to get cracking and get set up. Speak to you in a bit. Well, we're all set up now. Let me just walk you out and then I'll walk you in. See, we're in the middle of nowhere, man. We found this little track. It's just awesome. Look at this. This little clearing here is absolutely perfect. So Barry's on the right, I'm on the left with my little coffin thingy. Better than the that swag I had last time. All set up with our chairs and table. Barry's got a smorgasbord of food for his dinner tonight. He's going to cook himself a roast out of a tin. Stay tuned for that.
Attempt to correct.
Yeah, pretty happy. We've got a really nice spot. Really pleased. So should be a good night. Lovely and quiet. Hopefully those bikers will disappear. We've only had a couple go by. You can't see them. They're way back there. But it is getting on in the day now, so they'll disappear. They'll go home, leaving us here alone for the spooky forest night to settle in.
I've got whole peeled potatoes, and a little tin of corn, and last but not least, which you can't see in here, is gravy in a bag of gravy. I've had this stuff before, it's really nice.
That's how I drink my wine, in the bag.
Hey, check this out, mate.
Marmite? You traitor! What happened to Vegemite?
I saw this in the shop the other day. I thought, I got to get that. I'm going camping with Jason. Got to get that.
It's actually pretty nice.
I like Marmite too, yeah.
It's I think it's
I haven't had it for years.
I think it's slightly stronger than Vegemite. It's definitely got a different taste.
Yeah. You can put it on a bit thicker.
Yeah.
I find I can put it on a bit thicker when I have it. I haven't had it for years, but yeah, I really like it. I saw that. Definitely coming on the trip with me.
One, you got plates. You got those plates.
The cooking machine tonight. Little whatchamacallit this thing. It's an 1100 BTU one, which is better than the cheaper ones you buy. It actually pumps out quite a bit of gas. A lot of the cheaper ones, I think they're like 800 or 8,000, 11,000 or 1100. I'll put the name up, what it is. It pumps out more gas than a normal one, and it cooks with a bigger flame, so it cooks better than the cheaper ones. But it was cheap. And that's it, cut. The sun's in the camera.
It's 10 to 4, so we'll be thinking about dinner time shortly, but Barry's off walking around somewhere. I thought I might just as well show you around the camp if I haven't already. As you can see, we're in this really nice clearing. And I'll just take you a walk out where we came. This is definitely doable on my bike. This track here, easily get through. So I've marked this on my map to come back. Look at this. Superb. Oh, and there's Barry. All right, mate. And here's where we park the car. Stealthy. No one's going to be coming down here. So this is the road we drove. Well, I'll call it a road. A track. Barry just ploughed straight through there. Awesome. Pretty bloody good. It's a little oasis. in the pine forests. Alright folks, so it's time to cook dinner, but you have to remember to bring a gas stove. Ask me how I know. Got the pot, got the gas, I stuff it with all the bits and pieces, and because the gas stove is separate and it's not in there, I forget to bring it. So there you go. So I'm gonna have to borrow Barry. Luckily Barry's bought his burner, and he's cooking his roast dinner. Let me show you his roast dinner. Look at that. Look at that. That's his roast dinner. That is the roast itself, and peas and stuff, whatever. So there you go. Roast dinner in a tin. That's great. I'm going to have to wait until Barry's finished with his before I can cook my... And I'll show you some else as well. Bought that. Hang on, let me put you down. Let me put you down.
I'll film you.
Oh, go on then. Well done, mate. So I bought this gas lantern to give us some light tonight. And look what happened to the mantles. They've completely sheared off. Ah. So we found this perfect spot, but something's got to go wrong.
You got nothing to cook with, nothing to see with.
That's it. So there you go. Boy Scout rule: always be prepared, and if you're not prepared, learn how to swear, but obviously that's going to be off camera. So Barry's going to have his...
I got nothing to say because I've done it myself.
The only consolation I've got is I've got a couple of beers tonight, got some cheese and crackers and stuff, so that'll be fine. So yeah, so the soup's still on. I just got to wait for Barry to finish cooking his Saturday roast. So we'll catch up later.
Jason's doing him. His mine's just down there. There.
Big and chunky, folks. Bit like myself. Got the old trusty bell thing.
That's superstar pianist Lung Lung. I spoke with him recently about his new...
Actually made a contact while I was out here. What was it? VK4 Yankee Zulu. So if you're listening, Mr. VK4 Yankee Zulu, this is VK4F JST. I'm the guy you spoke to earlier. Surprised I managed to get out of here actually, so on that little thing, so that's pretty good. Anyway, back to the cooking.
Yeah, look at that, mate. That looks all right.
Oh wow.
Oops. There we go. I just realised something good. out in the bush stealth camping. It's absolutely perfect. There's not a breath of wind. Just staring up at the pine trees, just not even moving. Starting to hear some bug sounds, some crickets and stuff as the sun slowly goes down. We'll just sit here and chill out and enjoy the night.
Yeah, it's going to get dark pretty quick, I reckon. The mosses are out. Hopefully it won't be too dark tonight.
I don't know what that bird is.
Huh?
So I don't know what that bird is. No, the moon will be up in a minute. So I looked at it last night. Full moon. So that was on the horizon about, coming up over there on the horizon about 7 last night. So it wouldn't be that much different. And by 8 o'clock, about 8 o'clock tonight, I'm hoping it'll be close to being up high enough so it lights it up.
Yep. It's about time to start my beer then.
I wanted to film the bloody moon with my new camera, don't I?
Wow. Well, I don't know if you can see me, guys, but it's really getting dark now, so I'm going to sign off for the night. Got no light on this camera, so you're not going to be able to see anything much longer. We're not having a fire tonight, as I probably said already, because it is, oh, thank you, Barry, because it is tinder dry. So we're not having a fire, we're just going to chill out. It's warm, so there's no problem there. So it's going to be good night from me, and it's good night from
Good night!
the bright light. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys, and what a beautiful morning it is too. Slept quite well, fairly early night, about 9:30, got up at about 10 to 6, something like that. Slept well, tossed and turned a bit, but there you go. It's a small tent, but reasonably good, feeling refreshed. Just made myself a brew. I think the powdered milk's going off because it's not completely dissolving. That's the thing with powdered milk, you've got to use it quickly, otherwise it can go off like regular milk. Morning, Barry. Marmite, look at that traitor.
Had the Marmite.
So I'm going to sit down now and enjoy a cup of tea, as you do in the morning in the bush, in the forest, not the bush.
Those birds sound like mobile phone ringing.
Yeah, there's some interesting noises.
This is my ultralight kit when I go. I still like to have a cup, but I can't boil anything in the plastic cup.
Well, once again, Barry has beaten me in the packing up competition. I've just finished, all ready to go. I shall take that little bit of rubbish with me. This is our spot and we will be coming back here again. I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's secret. Barry's waiting for me there, so I better grab my gear, load it in the car, and then I think we're going to go off and explore a little bit. So if I don't see you again, hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, thumbs up, blah blah blah, and subscribe if you haven't already, because you know you want to. Cheers.